going? How are y'all doing today? Let me turn down the music here so we can get going with the stream. All right. As you can probably tell today, just by the title of the stream, we're going to be reading up the new TWID today from Bungie, which should be releasing here pretty soon. Supposedly, it's a pretty big one, right? They got a whole lot of information for us when it comes to the next episode, Heresy, which will be interesting since supposedly we're going back to the Dreadnought for that one. So I'm really looking forward to that. But yeah, they're supposed to give us a breakdown of some new information. So we're going to be waiting for that. But in the meantime, I figured we would just go ahead and do some activities here because I actually need to grind for the Slammer, which is a special sword that you get from Vanguard. Actually, let me see if I can get my camera to pop up here. Okay, I think we're there. Let me see if chat is working now. Give me a second here. Let's see if chat is working at the moment. Let's head over to YouTube. Okay, while that's going, let's go ahead and head over. Let's see what kind of bounties we can pick up today.
Do you have something for me, Guardian?
So who won?
Game sounds a little bit low. Let me turn it up on my end. Somewhere right about there should be all right. Okay. What is this? Arbalist. I already have this weapon. What's going on here? All right. Yeah, I'll take another free exotic weapon for some reason. No problem there. Let's go ahead and just pick up all these. And I think I already have most of the good rolls for all of these weapon types here. Overflow Harmony. Ria's Love. I don't think auto-loading holsters are ever good like on an SMG. Unfortunately, that one's not great. Rose. Actually, these two I need, but I would have to complete the dungeon, so maybe we do that another time together. Wonder how much longer these two will be available. But these are both really good rolls. Loose Change Volt Shot on this Indebted Kindness, and then Envious Arsenal Bait and Switch. That's pretty much like best in slot for this. And it looks like we have our chat working out. Perfect. Okay.
Make us proud.
Let's head on over here. I'll show you real quick the sword we're going to go after today.
Hello, Guardian.
This one right here, we want to go after the Slammer Adept. And the two rolls we definitely need are going to be Cold Steel, since it's a sword, it's not called Chill Clip. Cold Steel. And then Eager Edge is the one that lets us do, to move around stages much faster because we can use our sword to get around. I wonder if I actually have one of these on me at the moment. No, I don't. Okay. Now we're going to have to make some room, so let's take out some stuff we probably aren't going to need. We can probably... Of course, our vault's already full. Okay, never mind. That being the case, let's just go ahead and hold on to what we have at the moment. And let's see.
Back to the front, Guardian.
Let's check out here real quick. What is actually the... It's been a minute since I hopped on Destiny. Gotta remember where everything is again. What is the GM? Liminality. Okay, let me think. Let me think which build I want to run for this. I might just do a solar build. That's honestly like one of the funnest builds I've just had lately. Might have to put one together real quick because I don't see it. Arc's not bad. No, maybe we'll do this one actually. Do Void real quick. Sentinel Shield. Should be fine there. Can never go wrong with Lost Signal. Grid Skipper's really good. And then this right here, Deterministic Chaos. Do we have anything to break barrier champs? Okay, this will do it for us. Pulse rifle, yep. Grenade launcher. We're not doing any arc stuff, so let me mess with these real quick. Don't need this one. Probably served cold is better. Yep, those are good. Can leave that on. Oh, we don't need wind chill. So let's do... What can we do here? I guess I have to have these rows filled up here. Can't take these off. So if we're gonna have to go with these, we may as well do... Actually, I haven't tried this perk, Old Gods, right? That'll be fun to use. But anyways, let's take off Supernova. Let's put on the thick of it. Take this one off and put on... I think we'll just go with Serve Cold. This should be fine for now. See here if there's anything else we need. Swap those out like that. Okay, I think we should be fine now. So let's go ahead and get into queue for a GM. Looking for a group? Sure. And we'll run this for a bit until that new TWID is released. Let me just check real quick to make sure it's not up already. Nope, not yet. Okay. Ready up. Void Siphon. No, I don't want Fauna Focus. Triple Heavy-Handed might be the way to go there. I just want to see what type of element I need to get defense against for this GM real quick. Waiting for the screen to update. We need stasis. Okay. Take this off. Put stasis on. Not really much else. Okay, I think we're fine anyways. We're good to go. By the way, let me know how everything sounds for you. If the game sound isn't loud enough, let me know. I can mess with the settings there. Same thing with my mic. If you can't hear me, don't be shy. Oh, this one, okay. It's been a minute since I've done this one.
Take them out.
Head over this way. Okay, we'll just skip all this, I guess. Dead. Okay. And shifting between like 3 different looter shooter type games is a little bit frustrating. Got to remember the controls. Okay. And obviously the terrain, I guess. Getting stuck on some things here. Nice. Okay. Oh, I'm trying to read chat and see. Can hear you fine. I just wanted to say thanks. I used 2 of the videos you made for a Void and Solar Titan build. Dang. Sling. Thanks for stopping by. And I appreciate you using those build guides. I always have a lot of fun making those. Unfortunately, the last, man, almost this whole episode, I want to say that there hasn't been a lot to go off of. They haven't changed a whole lot or added much into the game. So I haven't had a chance to make new guides. But, you know, hopefully when Heresy comes out, that won't be the case. They'll release more things into the sandbox for us to try out and enjoy. But honestly, I appreciate your comment. That means a lot. I'm glad you enjoyed those builds. I'm actually using that solar build, I think. I'm trying to think if I changed anything since then, and I don't believe so. I think this is the same setup. Obviously, the super has been nerfed a little bit since then. So I'm gonna reload a little faster, please. Okay. Oh, that makes it. Shoot. Like I said, I've been swapping between shooters. Always forget some of my ability buttons here. Hey, that guy might be using the same gun I was. By the way, are you playing a lot of Destiny right now, Sling, or are you playing other games at the moment? I know a lot of people have been leaving this game behind for Warframe, for example. I've been playing TFD a lot lately. Consecration need, I think, not too sure. Oh yeah. Okay. Heading up. Yep. I usually don't go this way. I usually come where this guy is. Give him some backup. Oh, the barrier champ. Yeah, that's gonna be tough to deal with. Hit him. Nice. Okay. Let's go back over here for a second. We can stun him right now when he puts up his barrier. Nice. Okay. Whoa. So much going on, can barely see. Okay. Okay, he's dealt with. Take a look at the chat here. Just Destiny for now, since my time on games is limited. Yep, I feel you. And honestly, I think for games that respect our time, Destiny is not it at the moment. There's too many bugs that have been around for way too long. They haven't fixed them. They've been fixated on pretty much microtransactions, to be honest. They haven't ever changed any of the seasonal events, like the Dawning or the Halloween one. They're just like repeats, right, of last year's. So they don't even update those properly. So it doesn't. Whoops, I'm talking too much. It doesn't really feel like they respect our time. Whoa, I just teleported. Which is unfortunate. This game is solid when it's like firing on all cylinders. I don't play a lot of like first-person shooters like Call of Duty or that kind of thing, but this is the only one that I actually really love. It's because of the story, because of the mechanics, because of the, like MMO aspects of it. It's the only first-person shooter like that I respect. Otherwise, I'm all about the third-person shooters. But I just don't want to. I'm not ready to give up on this one, I want to see it succeed. It's been around too long for it to just go by the wayside.
We've got a torture here. It's not going to let us just walk past it.
Yeah, we gotta go through the side. Right, that's right. Trying to remember how this GM works. I thought I was supposed to go up to the top. Oh. Am I missing something here? Oh, that sucks. Okay, I guess I had to take those out first. Thanks for the revive, bro. Sorry I let you down. Okay.
It's on the run, but we've wounded it. It won't get far.
Well, now I'm stuck on this side. Guess I'm just gonna have to wait till the game takes me over to my teammates.
You and me. I like Zavala's moxie, but this ain't it. Ikora's right to be worried. I got a bad feeling too.
Let me check real quick the Bungie website, see if it's updated yet. Nothing yet. Still has the last update from yesterday, Crucible updates. It's kind of crazy. I've never seen this bug where you can get stuck in this room. And I guess technically you can get out. I can get up there. So you're gonna have to do some parkour. If I could get up to that ledge, it's even wide enough to stand on.
Enemy
Nah,
signature
it's
incoming.
not gonna work.
Target down. It's gone. For now, at least.
Yeah, I do not have a way to get up there. We'll see. You just have to wait till they progress further into this nightfall before the game automatically will teleport me to them. Alright, let's see where it takes me.
This town looks like it could have been abandoned yesterday. Taking signatures. They're everywhere.
Okay, I think it did put me way up here. They just got to come and revive me. Then I'll be able to join up with them. All right, while they're doing that, let me update the website, see if there's anything. Nothing yet. Okay. Cool. What's that? Get into a better spot. Okay. Could have our super up here. Yep. Pop it. Oh, these are floating everywhere. Need to get out of this area. Ah, damn, got me. Okay. Jeez. Like pinched in this corner, can't get out. Alright. Try again. Different fire team. Let's take a look at the Bungie website. Nothing yet. Okay, maybe like 10:30 it'll come out. 10:30 or 11. Let me see something here. I think I need to swap out. This is more for looks. Let's swap out for better armor pieces. This one should do. Okay. Let's queue up for another one real quick. And let me just use dim over here on the side. Make sure loadout is optimized. Doomfang Pauldrons, Sentinel build, max resilience. Yeah, okay, discipline. All right, let's try this one right here. And our vault is like capped, so we gotta not take on anything that we don't need at the moment. 2009, keep that. Get rid of some of this stuff in here. What do you think? Am I hoarding too much stuff? What should I get rid of in here to make space? Probably don't need this Sanuna. Actually, I definitely don't need this one, having used this one since I think I stored it in here. Got way too many breach lights. I just like having all these rolls. Pugilist, Desperate Measures, Pugilist, Swashbuckler. I don't think I need. Let me see here. Warden's Law. I don't think I need this one with Rampage. Dismantle that. Some of these out of here that I'm not using. Okay. Fire Team Finder. What's going on here? Easy tether? Sure, let's try this one. Does artifact selection cross over from dim borrowed loadouts? I haven't tried loading other people's loadouts, but I don't think so, to be honest. I don't think the artifact selections cross over. I think you have to do those manually. Because even just within my own builds, when I go from one to the other, it doesn't let me cross over the artifact perks. So I'm like 90% sure that has to be done manually. Let me take a look here, see if we got any update yet from Bungie. Not yet. Okay, still waiting. Still waiting on that. And I don't know what they were thinking with this color. This graphic one is like the ugliest color I've ever seen. I mean, maybe there's some kind of armor where it looks good, but I haven't found it. I have not found it yet. Ultra clean? It's got too much brown on it though. Tight smoke. All right, let's just put this one on right now. Scintillant trajectory. Don't have any ornaments? No, not for this. Okay. I love these perks, but sometimes this grid skipper itself just doesn't feel powerful enough. It takes a long time to take out any of the enemies in this GM. Okay. Let me move up my camera a little bit. Looks like it's kind of low. Actually, I'll bring the chat down a bit. Try it like that. Okay.
Guardian, scouts report that Taken and Lucent Hive are fighting to take this pass. We cannot allow them to gain a foothold in this area. Take them out.
Oh, thanks, buddy. Just clogged it up. All right. Okay, try to skip as much of this as we can. I don't think there's any champions out here that we need to worry about. We'll just skip all this. I'll give them backup if they need to, but I don't think they should even be out here for this part. Okay, let's go. keep it moving. Nice. Cool. I wonder if I can reach it with this. Oh no, buddy. I gotcha. Let's go. Ooh, okay. I'm sure that barrier was gonna come up in time. Oh, jeez. All right, just blasted right through it. They're both taking on two separate champions. Okay. Hopefully he's got a way to break through the barrier. Nice. Okay. Alright, it might take him a minute. He's having some trouble there. This guy, yeah. Kind of in a bad spot, being fired on by two different angles. Nice. Okay, he cleared that one out. Careful, buddy. No. Nice. Okay. Took care of the Seeker. Sweet. Okay, now we can finally move on. Time to pop super here. Yeah, a barrier. turret up here. Got it. Oh. Not the best idea to do that. That's okay. A little bit safer now. Oh shoot, didn't see that there's one of those right behind me. Thank you, sir. Take it out. Sweet. Okay. That's what I forgot to put on my that perk that lets you heal when you do finishers on enemies. That would have come in handy a few times already. Oh, that sucks. Reloading. Okay, this is a bad angle. Let me get out of here. I need to get out. As soon as my super ran out, I need to dodge. Nice. Ooh. Good job, team. Alright. Pick all these up. I think the goal here is to get him low, but not completely kill him. Because that way when you see him later on in the encounter, his health is already super low. Right from the get-go. That's not. That was sad jump. That was a sad jump. Okay. But since I got a free minute here, Bungie, anything? Nothing yet. Okay. Thank you, bro. All right. Whoa. Okay. Artifact selection crossover. Okay, I already answered that one. What the? Okay. Finish him. Double finisher. Okay.
We've got a tormentor here. It's not going to let us just walk past it.
Alright, let's try this room. Ready, set, go. Go! Further go! Oh my god. Really made it through that. Okay. Is anyone even going for the next one? Didn't seem like it. Alright, I guess I'll try it. There, a third one. Am I missing something? Okay. Wait, no! Oh my god. And that lava came up and messed up my jump. Like, took away my double jump before I could even use it. That's unfortunate. Then we gotta do it all over again? Damn. Okay. No. Okay. I'm gonna let someone else do that one. I'm used to doing the other one where you gotta jump through all the obstacles, but is it like 5 or 7 of those things you gotta shoot? Those blights? Let me know in the chat. How many is it exactly? I'll let them go. Oh, you're not gonna try either? I already messed it up twice. The first one was super sad. I was right there at the edge too. Okay, Hazy's going in. Come on, Hazy. You got this, bro. No, he didn't make it either. Okay. I'm gonna spend all the revives right here. Alright, Vari's turn. You got this. Okay. This is so sad if we just get stuck here and don't progress. No. Okay. Okay, Hazy's taking another shot at it. Little liminality separating the fire teams, the boys from the men. I got faith in Hazy. Second time's a charm. You got this, bro, I believe. Okay. Maybe I don't believe. Rory's trying again. Okay. I feel like I did my part. I already got the left side done. First try, but I guess I can try to do the other side as well. Did he do it? Let's go, Vari. Get that energy orb over here. No. Alright, I guess I'll give it a shot. How about that? Everyone else already tried it 3 times, so we'll give it a shot. Oh, alright. What the? Are they both in there? I didn't know you could have 2 people in there at once. Hopefully that strategy works out. Only one person can shoot the blights, right? What's the other person doing? Oh my god. Alright, I guess I'm giving this a shot. No revives left. I don't even know how many blights need to kill in here, but let's find out. What the? Get me up. Oh my god. Well, that sucks. One of them's gonna have to do it. Or not. Good try. Alright, Bungie, any updates? Not yet. Okay. Let me go to the... Oh, I better leave the fire team first. Let me head over real quick. Over here. Might try a slightly different build. I want to use my Transcendence energy. It's kind of fun, actually. But I'm still going to use Prismatic. Thunder Crash? No, not against... I still take Twilight Arsenal. Yeah, that's fine. Arc siphon there. What do I have on to focus? Let's put that on. Okay, okay. Healthy finisher, okay, good. Hey GMC, how's it going? Hey Jenny. I'm doing really well. How about yourself? Just messing around doing some activities, waiting for Bungie to drop a new update on their website, which should be happening pretty soon here. They're supposed to be giving us new info on the next episode that comes out in a couple weeks. So really interested to see what they say. Hopefully they make some drastic changes because a lot of players dropped out lately. So they really need to do something to bring them back. Do I need these? Not right now. But yeah, so for now, I'm just doing some Grandmaster Nightfalls, trying to collect a Slammer Sword with Eager Edge and Cold Steel. Actually, I think I have some Vanguard. Oops, some Vanguard Nightfall ciphers that I can use. Looks like I just have one, but let's give it a shot.
Requisition approved.
And oh, I can't even tell because it didn't show up here. Let's put this away. All right, let's go grab it real quick from the postmaster. I'm glad you could catch me streaming too. Does everything sound all right on your end? Hopefully the game sound isn't too loud. So no, this isn't what we wanted at all, unfortunately. So we're gonna dismantle this. And I'm just gonna queue back up for another Nightfall. Criminality is pretty tough though. Experience requested, sure. It's one of the tougher GMs to get through. This one says only Titans. Only prismatic optimizing strategy. Not accepted. Well, you know, I'm a Titan. Let's try this, see what happens. Everything sounds good? Okay, awesome. Good to hear. Oh yeah, I remember last time too, you were telling me that for some reason the stream was playing like ads like every 4 to 5 minutes. So I messed with some of the settings, so you shouldn't be seeing that, but let me know if you do. You might get an ad. Let me see. So I'll test one now because it should be done manually and you shouldn't see them again until I do it myself. At least that's what I was trying to do. But let me know if that's the case.
For the city.
Did I clear any of these bounties, by the way? Not yet. Oh, I got a new color. All right. Exotic engram. What do we complete here? All right. Okay. Let's go back to the fire team finder.
Good to see you alive, Guardian. I was wondering.
Oh, maybe I should be looking for some that we can just auto join. Oh, okay, that works. Guess we can listen to a bit of music here while we wait. See, are there any colors that we haven't unlocked yet this week? Oh, these are good. Don't need any of this stuff. Looks like we got these 4 as well. Okay. I could get a new emote, but I don't think. Let me see. think I'm good. I think I'll pass on this one for now. It's kind of a funny one, but I like to have the emotes that have like longer poses. That way I could get like good screenshots of them for thumbnails and things like that. Well, if we're not able to get into one, I might have to start my own, but let's refresh and try again. Auto join. Let's try that. Already 2 people on there, right? If I auto join, it should. Yep. Cool. Should have done that in the beginning. Ooh, 2043. He was way up there. Bittersweet. Bait and switch. I think I'll take this one just because it's got the higher power level on it. Actually, I have way too much. Oh well, it's fine. Too much resilience here, but I don't think I have a way to spread it. Something else. Oh well, it's fine. Oh shoot! I thought we were in a fire team already. Okay. Alright, let's take a look at Bungie real quick. Nothing yet. Still got the Heresy Crucible updates as the latest one. And that was as of yesterday. Okay. So we'll just keep an eye on that. What kind of build is this guy running? Dead Man's Tail. Okay, so that's good for barrier champs. What's the SMG for? Overloads? I believe this season. Yeah, it's transit, of course. Oh, and envious assassin. Oh, it doesn't show the other perk on it. Oh, there we go. Explosive light. Okay. Hellwinter's Helm. Powered melee kills create a burst of energy that weakens nearby enemies. It's actually a pretty good helmet. I wish they had something like that for Titans. Taking a bit longer to get into a match than I was hoping for, but it's alright. Be patient. Stick around here as long as we need to in order to get this TWID this week in Destiny. I'm ready. Alright, let me see see then. Maybe these guys only want to go pure optimized meta. Alright. Put this on. Put that on. It's not the most. Okay, it's fine. Do this. Put that there. And what else should we put on here? Possibility. Oh, this one, of course. Okay, and then we'll try inmost synthesis. Assassin synthesis. No, we'll just put on regular synthesis here like that. Doesn't have to look that pretty. Sure, whatever. Battle tempered. Alright, is this what they want to see now? For these team finders? Let's see. No, I want to create. Should have our auto join option set, so I wonder why sometimes it still doesn't put us into the group. It's kind of weird. Auto join, yeah. Alright, well, guess let's try this one. Listing unavailable. Okay, we're ready. Seem to know this game in and out. Did you ever run with the clan? Seems like someone would have tried with the clan. My friend has a clan actually that I'm a part of. He's actually a streamer too, but he was playing Destiny pretty hardcore last year, but after the episodes dropped, he kind of dropped the game as well. He's actually playing more Valorant nowadays, but he had a clan on here called, I think it was just called New Frontier. Oh yeah, sorry, right here, New Warriors. Yeah, so that's what I'm a part of, but it's not really that active, unfortunately. But I still join it just because my friend made it, and there's no reason not to. There's still a few guys in there that are active, but for the most part, it's mainly just me. Well, these guys are buddies, because there's no reason why we shouldn't start already, or why he shouldn't kick this guy out. Alright, let's try another one. Refresh. Should be good to go now. All right, sorry guys, taking too long. Oh wait, are we in? Okay. Look, about to leave. stasis damage. Okay. Let's go. Let me check Bungie's website. Oh, okay. Looks like they just released This Week in Destiny for today. Okay, so as soon as we're done with this activity, we'll jump over, take a look at the news. Awesome. Okay, good time. Oh, turn down the music now, since we got into a nightfall. All right.
Guardian, scouts report that Taken and Lucent Hive are fighting to take this pass. We cannot allow them to gain a foothold in this area. Take them out.
One thing I'm noticing is I didn't bring a shotgun for barriers, so we're gonna have to either be radiant while we fight barrier champs, or teammates gonna have to take care of them. Okay. They're already in there. Good. Thank you, bro. Appreciate you. Very thoughtful. Whoa. What are they dying to? I have no idea what killed him. Unless it was one of those mines, but I didn't see that his health was that low. Okay. Like I said, for the barrier champs, you're gonna have a lot of trouble unless they got a way to break it. Nice. Okay. Whoa. Ah, well, try to get past it. Oh man, someone already dropped out of this match. So just two of us? Okay, I didn't notice that. Returning to lobby. Okay, that's fine. Because we got to read the we have to read the Bungie news right now anyway, so it actually works out a little bit better. So let me just make sure I don't take a spot in this fire team. I put myself in the tower for now. Okay. Let me switch scenes here. Let's see. How's this look? Jenny, if you're still there, Sling, if you're there, let me know if this looks all right on your end. You should be looking at the article together. All right. So like I said, now we got This Week in Destiny for today. Let's just start reading through this thing. This week in Destiny, we're talking about many things. With Heresy launching on February 4th in just 12 days, we want to show you what this new episode is all about, and also the changes coming along with it to weapons, armor, and game modes. So, ready for another round of This TWID is a Monster. Okay, they need as many changes as possible, so hopefully they're for the better too. All right, so tune in for our developer stream. All right, read our PvP standalone article yet? An update? Okay, okay, we need to just get started. Don't worry about all this stuff here. Here we go. Prepare for our next developer live stream. Heresy is right around the corner, so we wanted to give everyone an in-depth preview of what's to come when it launches on February 4th. Our amazing developers are ready to tell you firsthand about the new activities, stories, and rewards they have been working on. Good. Want to hear it. Okay, so the developer live stream for Heresy will be Tuesday, January 28th, 10 a.m. So I'll be tuning in to Tuesday. Yeah, that's fine. I'm free that day. I can check that out. So we'll probably stream that together. Follow us on our official Twitch channel and tune in on January 20th, 10 a.m. PST to discover what Heresy brings to the table. Everyone watching the live stream on January 28th on the official Bungie Twitch channel for at least 15 minutes will get the Scorned Organ emblem as a Twitch drop. It's a perfect send-off for Revenant. So here's the emblem you can get for watching at least 15 minutes of the Bungie Twitch stream. It's a free emblem, so why not, right? I usually watch things through YouTube, but for this, maybe I'll just sign in to my Twitch. That way I can get this free emblem. And also, don't forget about our other emblem available through Twitch at the moment. As part of Twitch's Drops Fest, you'll earn the Golden Hour emblem if you subscribe or gift a sub before January 31st, 1700 UTC. This is a pretty nice emblem too. So you just got to subscribe or gift a sub. Okay. Probably won't be doing that, but if that's something you guys are willing to do, here's a free emblem for you. Jenny says, looks great. I got to go now. I'll catch up with you later, GMC. It was good seeing you. Okay. It was good seeing you too. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate you being here. Let me record this. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I will talk to you later, of course. Thank you again. All right. A new PvP and Trials of Osiris experience. This TWID would have been the biggest one yet if the PvP updates didn't end up having their own standalone article. In it, we covered many changes coming to the Crucible experience in general, and the competitive and Trials of Osiris playlists in particular. We hope you are as excited about all the changes coming as we are telling you. If you haven't read it yet, don't miss it. Here's a link. This is a link to yesterday's article about the PvP updates. But I'm more concerned about PvE. I don't play too much PvP unless there's a really good weapon that's available for a certain reward or activity, but I'm not going to read that for now, so let's just continue. Content delivery plans for Heresy. Something we wanted to share today is that Heresy will have weekly content and story delivery. We understand your concerns about our return to this approach, but we have learned a lot from the all-in format in Revenant. So, in Heresy, we're striking a balance between everything dropping on day one of an act versus meaningful reasons to log in throughout the episode. To that end, we made the vast majority of activities content available on the first day of an act, with said content evolving based on the weekly story. Okay, so they want us to sign in regularly, so every week they're going to be dropping content. The vast majority of activities will available on the first day. Okay, all right. Additionally, each week will feature a seasonal challenge that rewards a new tier of seasonal weapon. Check out the live stream next week for the first look at this heretical arsenal. Heretical arsenal, that's brand new. So what does this mean exactly? So there's going to be a new challenge each week that rewards a new tier of seasonal weapon. Does that mean there's like a base tier for weapons that are available for that season? And then the more of these challenges you complete, you unlock a higher tier of weapons available? That's how I'm understanding. I hope that's the case. A new tier of seasonal weapon. Because the other way doesn't make sense, right? They're not saying that there's a certain type of weapon and then you complete a challenge and that weapon you already have now gets stronger. I don't think that's what they're saying. So they must mean there's a new tier to unlock. as far as different weapon variety. Okay, without stepping into spoiler territory, we can also tell you that Heresy won't rely on a fixed length of each act like the previous episodes. For example, Act 2 will last 3 weeks instead of the standard 5 or 6. Additionally, all reprised weapons for the episode will be available at launch, while all the second half of episodic weapons will be when Act 2 launches. Okay. Won't rely on a fixed length for each act like the previous episodes. Okay. So let's read the example one more time because I had a little trouble understanding that. For example, Act 2 will last 3 weeks instead of the standard 5 or 6. All right. So they got shorter Act 2. Additionally, all reprised weapons for the episode will be available at launch. So whenever they introduce reprised weapons, which is ones that have new perks on it, or they change something about the weapon in general, those are available as soon as the episode drops. And then the second half of episodic weapons will be when Act 2 launches. Okay, that makes sense now. All reprised weapons are available as soon as the episode drops. Any new weapons that they added specifically for that episode will be available when Act 2 launches. So what are they planning for Act 3 then? That's what I'm wondering. All right, our goal is to tell a satisfying and exciting story that both serves as an epilogue to the Light and Darkness saga and that helps pave the way for what's to come when Codename Frontiers launches later this year. So that's basically what everyone was already thinking. They're going to tie up the loose ends from the final shape and then give us a hint of what's to come in Frontier. I'm thinking we're going to be on the Dreadnought and it's going to launch us to a new territory. That would be insane, but that's what I'm hoping for. That's what I want to see. We'll have to find out. Weapons and armor updates for Heresy. Now the longest topic of this TWID. The weapons and armor preview with all the magnificent buffs and necessary nerfs, as well as interesting reworks that are coming when Heresy launches. We are going to make a coffee pot and leave the room to the amazing Destiny 2 sandbox team. Be right back. So this part kind of scares me that they're going to be nerfing stuff. I mean, okay, so I'm a Titan main. The only thing that they would possibly nerf, obviously, is like Consecration, right? And Syntheseps, because that's the main build everyone runs. But I hope they don't. I mean, they're going to nerf something. I wish they wouldn't nerf anything and just buffed everything so that it's all in line with each other. But anyways, exotic armor. So let's start with the Hunter. Sealed Ahamkara Grasps. Sealed Ahamkara Grasps have struggled on Hunter due to the large array of alternate reload options that Hunters already had access to. We've reworked its behavior to have a bit more exotic flair in terms of playstyle. All right, let's see what it does. Reworked with a weapon swapping focus to differentiate it from other Hunter reload exotics. Perk description now reads as follows. Powered melee and finisher final blows grant nightmare fuel, increasing handling and airborne effectiveness. What a cool name, I love that. Nightmare fuel. While active, freshly drawn weapons deal additional damage and grant nightmare fuel on final blows. Okay. Gaining nightmare fuel reloads all holstered weapons. That seems pretty strong, right? So powered melee and finisher blows give you nightmare fuel, which increases handling. Airborne effectiveness, I don't think a lot of people worry about that too much. Maybe it's more important for PvP, but not for PvE. And while you have that active, freshly drawn weapons deal additional damage and grant nightmare fuel on final blows. So you could be using one weapon, you get a melee kill or finish your final blow, and now you have the nightmare fuel. You swap to a different weapon, and that one has a bonus damage applied to it and can also get nightmare fuel on final blows. And anytime you get nightmare fuel, reloads all holstered weapons. Wow, okay. So they basically want you to be swapping between your weapons because you get a bonus damage whenever you do, and all your holstered weapons keep getting their ammo refilled. Sealed Ahamkara Grasp. That sounds pretty good. Okay, next one. Gwizzin Vest. With the recent roaming super changes, we decided to give this exotic a bit of tuning to let it shine in its role, as well as giving some utility outside of the super. now progresses its super now progresses its super returns on super hits as well as kills before becoming invisible. All right. Improved the maximum possible super energy gains per return while also increasing the amount of progress needed for maximum gains. What this sounds more like a nerf than a buff, but everything over here sounds like a buff. All right, and thirdly, now also emits a cloud of weakening smoke when you exit invisibility while nearby an enemy. I don't think the PvE enemies worry about that too much, right? That's more for PvP purposes. Now works both in neutral and while in super. This part I'm having trouble because I'm not a hunter main, so I'm not sure how this exotic works exactly, but it now works both in neutral and while in super. Okay. I'll leave it to you guys in the chat to let me know exactly what that means. But let's move on to renewal grasps. Now that Frost Armor has settled in the sandbox, we feel that renewal grasps can safely be more generous in granting it. Double the rate of Frost Armor gain while in the enhanced Dustfield Grenade. Oh my god, okay. So now that Frost Armor isn't going to be broken anymore because of the seasonal artifact, it's going to grant double Frost Armor gain. That sounds nuts. Okay. It's going to make those hunters a lot beefier than normal. Okay, Foe Tracer. While Foe Tracer offers an excellent way to increase one's damage, we found that the benefit is too brief when compared to other alternatives. Increase the bonus weapon damage duration from 10 seconds to 15 seconds. Okay. Well, there you go. That's just straight up buff, right? Your weapon damage duration is now 5 seconds longer. I don't know if that's enough to make it a more powerful exotic compared to some of the other options out there, but we'll take any buff we can from Bungie at this point. Okay. Radiant Dance Machines. Radiant Dance Machines have been reworked to allow the multiple dodge charges that it grants to count as real dodges for the purposes of perks and aspects. The trigger mechanism for granting extra dodges requires more effort to compensate for that, but the overall change is a large increase in strength and utility. We've also added some flat benefits to primary weapons that are a real game changer for players who prioritize gun feel and performance when mobile. All right, that was a lot, but let's get to the specifics. Improves airborne effectiveness and hipfire mobility, range, and accuracy for primary ammo weapons. Okay. Multi kills with primary ammo weapons refund dodge energy. Okay. Is that how it already worked, or is that like a new mechanic to it? Because that seems really good. Multi kills with primary ammo weapons refund dodge energy. Okay, when dodge energy is full, multi kills grant extra charges. All right. Powerful combatants and guardians count as more than one kill. Hey, Still Gramps, how you doing, buddy? Good time zone to you too as well. Hey Gramps, I don't know if you play Hunter at all, but I'm going through some of these changes. These all seem like they're buffs, but I don't know if these are just kind of minor tweaks or if these are game changing. For example, on this Radiant Dance Machines, they refund their dodge energy with multi kills on primary ammo weapons. And when the dodge energy is full, multi kills grant extra charges. Like, does that mean they get like 2 or 3 extra dodges? That would be pretty cool. Unless it's already capped at like, if 2 or 3 is the max cap on these dodges, that's all right. But if there is no cap, you know what I mean? If they can do like 5 or 6 dodges, that would be insane. Okay, gonna move on to the next one. So this is for the exotic class item. Relativism, Spirit of Galanor. When the ability to regenerate a roamer more quickly than ever, it was quite easy to end up chaining roaming supers back to back and effectively never need to rely on your weapons during activities. Okay, so to combat this, we are reducing this capability a little on the armor side, specifically for Silk Strike and Golden Gun. Reduce the maximum amount of energy refunded for Silk Strike and Golden Gun to 30%, down from 50. Okay. That's kind of a shame. I don't like when they nerf abilities because they want you to use weapons more. They should just buff the weapons, right? But okay, so they're going to nerf Spirit of Galanar, which is a little unfortunate. Okay, Spirit of the Foe Tracer. Spirit of the Foe Tracer has inherited the changes made to Foe Tracer. Okay, that was the first one that we read earlier, or right here. So what it inherited is that, and now it gets 5 seconds more weapon damage duration. Okay, not too bad. Again, that was for Hunter. I'm not familiar with them, but now that we're jumping into Titans, I'll have a better understanding. Still Gramp says, I think Dance Machines grants dodges for a certain duration. Not sure. Haven't played lots of Hunter. Yeah. Okay. Okay, I got you. Okay, let's jump over to Titans now. Titan's Ramparts was last adjusted to account for its problematic dominance in PvP that came at the cost of its value across the game. In the current sandbox, we found that many of its downsides can be removed safely in PvE, even with the small buff that gives it that gives it in PvP, without introducing those toxic play patterns. I didn't realize Titan's Ramps was that strong in PvP. This is interesting to me. Removed several downsides applied by Assault Barricade to bring it in line with base Towering Barricade behavior. Cumulatively, these changes result in a Towering Barricade you can shoot through with no other downsides, while Titans is equipped. In PvE, see below. Increased barricade health from 400 to 500. Okay. That's really good. No longer increases barricade cooldown. That's amazing. I like that. No longer decreases barricade duration. Wow. This is 3 buffs in a row. Okay. All right. Further increased damage dealt to Titan's barricades by Guardians from 125% to 160%. Okay, so that's a nerf for PvP. This results in near identical effective barricade health in PvP, about 2.5% less after these changes. Okay. Well, I like these changes. I never used this exotic weapon. I mean, exotic armor piece. But if it gives you these buffs to the barricade, maybe I'll start trying it out. Yeah, why not? That actually gives me a reason to try it out, see if it works for any builds or some new builds that I can come up with. So I like that. Okay. Number 2, Eternal Warrior. We want Eternal Warrior to be an appealing option in both PvP and PvE for players interested in building into Fists of Havoc. Okay. We're giving it increased super duration on Final Blow. Increased super duration on Final Blow. Okay. A nostalgic effect for longtime players that is thematically aligned with the exotic. Final blows with Fist of Havoc now grant an extended super duration. Fist of Havoc is the arc super, right? That lets you just kind of like jump and slam on the ground. And I think it actually releases lightning that it blinds. Yeah, that blinds enemies in a certain AoE around you. Okay, so now every time you get a kill, it extends the super duration. Well, that's good. Plus, it's a roaming super, so it already comes up pretty quickly as is. That's a pretty good buff. I wonder how much it extends the duration. Are we just talking like 1.5 seconds, 2 seconds, something small like that? Either way, I want to try this out just because you now get longer durations on it. Okay, Ursa Furioso. Our recent changes to Ursa Furiosa to integrate it with the unbreakable aspect have yet to encourage significant use. So we want to lean further into supporting Unbreakable by changing the energy return by blocking with Unbreakable to be grenade energy. Okay. Blocking damage with Unbreakable now returns grenade energy instead of super energy. Oh man, I don't know if I like that right off the bat. Okay. Grenade energy is returned at the end of Unbreakable and is scaled based on the amount of damage you blocked with it. Okay. I don't know if I like that either. Okay. Let me see if I'm understanding this right. Grenade energy is returned at the end of Unbreakable. So does that mean you don't know how much energy you're getting back until you either turn off Unbreakable or until your shield is broken? Or maybe they'll give you like a little gray bar indicator of how much energy you've accumulated so far. I hope it's the latter because it would suck to use your unbreakable and not know how much grenade energy you're getting as you're doing it. Okay. It's hard to tell what they're going to do with that. But it's scaled based on the amount of damage you've blocked with it. Okay. That's going to be interesting. Obviously, it'll let you use your grenade more often, or it'll even let you use unbreakable more often, but not having regenerating super energy. I wish they would just let you do both. I don't think that's too broken to let unbreakable regen grenade energy and super energy. That would have been nice, but okay. So this is different. I'm going to have to mess around with this for a little bit. And this is one of the exotics that I did enjoy using. This one, Kepri's Horn, I didn't really use, but let's see what they did to it. Kepri's Horn is getting a glow up. It will still causes your barricade. I think that's a typo. It still causes your barricade to emit waves of damaging solar energy. But with this update, they have been significantly enhanced. Now sends out 3 waves of flame instead of just 1. Okay. Well, that sounds good so far. These waves no longer return towards the barricade. They only travel outwards once. Okay, it's kind of a shame, but okay, what else is going on? Tracking on the waves has been enhanced. Okay, good. Combatants damaged by these waves are enveloped in a sunspot. Players are enveloped if they are defeated. Okay. So you can now create sunspots with this exotic. That's pretty cool. Now requires a solar super to be equipped to create the flame waves from the barricade. Okay. Man, I wish they wouldn't put these restrictions on these exotics. They're already so limited. It sucks that now, you can only use it on a solar super, but all right, it is what it is for now. These are good buffs all around. So now 3 waves instead of 1. Better tracking on each wave. And any combatants damaged are enveloped in a sunspot. Okay. I think I would definitely try this out, especially if there's a way to buff the amount of damage that the waves of flame create. If you can buff that damage somehow. I'm gonna have to think about that for a little bit. But okay. That's enough for me to try this out. So far, we've gotten 1, 2, 3, 4. 4, and I think I'm willing to try all 4 of these just because of the changes. They seem interesting to me. They're not amazing. They're just pretty good so far. I haven't seen anything that's like, oh wow, I can't believe they did that. But okay, that was Kepri's Horn. Let's jump over to an insurmountable skull fort. I don't think I've ever used this exotic. I'm trying to think. I don't think I've ever used this one. Okay. As difficulty goes up, Skull Fort can feel overly punishing when you fail to land the final blow its perk demands. To alleviate this issue, we are extending its effect to grant partial refunds from any melee attack to help rebuild that crucial momentum. Now grants energy to arc melee abilities when hitting targets with any melee attack. Okay. Amount granted varies based on the melee used. From most to least energy granted. Powered melees, non-glaive, unpowered melees while knockout is active, and unpowered melees including glaives. Insurmountable skull fart. Man, I need to just even see what that is. Surmountable skull fort. Oh, it's okay. I have used this one, not like in a serious build, but just to mess around. This is where when you killed an enemy with a melee attack, with an arc melee, you would refund energy and health, right? Energy and health. Okay, so what are they saying now? So you don't even have to kill an enemy. You just hit them with the melee attack, and you get energy back. And now you get more energy from powered melees and then non-glaive unpowered melees while knockout is active. Okay. And then just unpowered melees, including glaives. Okay, got it. So you no longer have to kill an enemy in order to get the refund on the melee energy. You can just, as long as you're dealing damage, it's enough to get a little bit back. Gotcha. Okay. That's a buff. It's not incredible, but I see what you're saying. Okay. All right, next. Spirit of the Bear. Spirit of the Bear has inherited the changes made to Ursa Furiosa. Okay. Spirit of the Horn. Spirit of the Horn has inherited the changes made to Capri's Corn. On Thruster, Spirit of the Horn would now emit 4 waves in an X pattern. What the heck? 4 waves in an X pattern. Trying to think how that's gonna work. Okay. 4 waves, like in 4 different directions away from you? What does that mean? I actually want to try that out and see what that looks like. Well, now you meant 4 waves in an X pattern. All right. So yeah, these are okay changes. I wish they would have done more drastic things to these exotics. They're enough for me to be curious and want to try them out to see how they feel, but okay. I was hoping for a little bit more, but that's fine. Let's just go to Warlock now and see what they've changed for Warlocks. All right, Storm Dancer's Brace. Much like Spirit of Galanor, we wanted to tune back how much returned energy was given for roaming supers via exotics. To compensate, we wanted to give Storm Dancer's Brace a little love in the potency granted to Storm Trance while you are in super. Okay? Double the damage benefit per stack of ascending amplitude. Up to 20% per stack from 10. Okay? Now also reduces the cost of Ionic Blink during super by 50%. That's really strong, right? 50% less cost. Again, I don't play Hunter or Warlock. I am a Titan main, but these seem like good changes. They doubled the damage you get per stack, and they lowered the cost by 50% for Ionic Blink. Wow, okay. Reduce the maximum amount of energy refunded to 30%, down from 50. Okay, there's the nerf. So you only get 30% energy refunded back. All right. Still seems pretty good to me. Hopefully you guys can let me know in the comments what you think, if these are good changes or bad overall. But let's go to the second one, Geomag Stabilizers. Part of the charm of Geomag Stabilizers was lost when sprinting to get super was removed due to PvP issues. Always PvP issues. With the introduction of Bolt Charge to the ARC kit, there was an opportunity to bring this experience back without breaking PvP. Okay. So they added a new perk. Sprinting while near max Bolt Charge will top it off. Starts at 6 stacks of Bolt Charge. Re-enable the VFX where boots spark while sprinting near max Bolt Charge. Okay. Increase super energy gained from Ionic Traces to 7% from 2%. So more than tripled it. Okay. Well, these all seem like good changes to me. This might be a case of grass is greener on the other side. I feel like the Hunter and Warlock changes are better than the Titan ones that I've seen. But okay. So that was Geomax Stabilizers. Let's go to Secant Filaments. Okay, Slink says, I'm liking what I hear. So far, so good. Okay. Yeah, like I said, hopefully it's not a grass is greener type of situation, but the changes that have been given to Warlock and Hunter seem better than what I've seen for Titan thus far. All right. Secant Filaments and Spirit of the Filaments. Ever since anti-champion capabilities were expanded to work with elemental verbs inherently, Secant Filaments have felt like an exotic lost to the flow of time. Giving it a satisfying loop felt like a nice way to give the perk some love for both the base exotic and its spirit counterpart. Now gives class ability energy per kill while Devour is active. All right, straight up buff, right? No nerf attached to this. Now gives class ability energy per kill. So Devour already gives you an increase to your grenade regeneration, right? So does that mean that you're still getting that grenade regeneration while you get class ability energy per kill? That's pretty good. You're getting back energy on 2 different character abilities at the same time. That's pretty nice if that's true. Okay. Speaker Sight. Speaker Sight paired with Ember of Benevolence allowed Warlocks to earn a massive amount of ability energy via the healing turret, even if they and their fire team were at full health. Oh, I didn't know that was the case. Okay, so even when the team was full on health, they still earned a lot of ability energy. Okay. Speaker cites impacts should be rooted on the actual healing of injured guardians. So we are making a change to how the healing turret selects its targets. Healing turret no longer targets allies at full health. Allies need some damage done to their shields to be eligible targets. So that's straight up nerf. I wonder why they did that. Was it really that OP that they were getting like damage energy from, quote unquote healing teammates that already had full health? It's kind of a bummer. I wish they didn't nerf it that way, but okay. Maybe it's more OP than I thought. All right, let's go down to Verity's Brow and Spirit of Verity. The Death Throws buff is quite potent, but it is easy to let it run out and lose all your grenade benefit. We have updated this exotic to bring it in line with how the similar Titan exotic Worm God Caress works. Stacks of Death Throws are now represented by a meter that decays backwards through each tier rather than falling off entirely when the duration elapses. Okay. Doesn't sound too bad yet. Okay, now uses a meter to track death throws. New durations per tier. So here are the tiers 1 through 5, 8 seconds, all the way down to 4 seconds. Okay. When one's tier duration elapses, the buff will downgrade to the next lower tier rather than expiring entirely. Okay, so that means if you get it all the way up to ×5, it'll last 4 seconds. And then it drops to ×4 for 5 seconds, and then to ×3 for 6 seconds, right? If I'm reading this correctly, that's how it works. Which to me, that sounds great. Instead of it just falling off completely. This probably means it lasts much longer than before. That's a big buff if that's true. Okay. Bonus grenade recharge per tier. At ×1, it's 0.5%. At ×2, it's 1%. At ×3, it's 1.5%. At ×4, 2%. And then finally at ×5, 2.5% per second. Well, that sounds good to me. So when you're at 5 stacks, you're regenerating your grenade by 2.5% per second. And that lasts 4 seconds. So as long as you're at ×5, you get automatically 10 seconds back on your grenade recharge. Man, it seems like you're gonna get a lot of energy back if you can make it to ×5 stacks. This seems like a really good buff. If any of you are Warlock mains, let me know what you think about this, but this seems really strong to me. All right. And I guess that was it for Warlock. I feel like the other classes had more changes. Okay. Exotic class items shared perks. Spirit of Verity. Speaking of Verity, the above changes extend to the exotic class item version as well. Yep. On top of this, we are also giving some more of the base exotic to the Spirit of Version. On top of this, we are also giving some more of the base exotic to the Spirit of Version to help players build into grenades on Prismatic. Okay. So they want you to build into grenades on Prismatic. Gained bonus grenade recharge rate, but provides 50% of the base Verity's Brow exotic. 50% of the base Verity's Brow exotic. What do you think this applies to? What's 50% of the base exotic? Tell about these. Gained bonus grenade recharge rate. This is a bonus grenade recharge rate per tier. So you're still getting this, but if you're running the class exotic item, the spirit version, I think you're only getting half of this, is the way I'm understanding it. I could be wrong, but that's what I see. So instead of the ×5 for 4 seconds, it's ×5 for 2 seconds, 2.5, 3, 3.5, 4. Okay, that's the way I see it. Kind of sucks that they knocked it down by that much, but I mean, maybe for Warlocks, just having the Spirit of Verity on something is strong enough that You actually have to tone it down quite a bit. All right, let's go to the weapons now. Global aim assistance. Destiny's various aim systems are a foundational part of what makes Destiny 2's guns feel like they do, but they do not come without some edge cases. When using the controller input, we've taken a stab at trying to solve an issue where a quickly moving target crossing your vision could pull your aim off of your previous target by introducing a time-based component. We now weight aim assist against targets you've aimed at for a short time more strongly compared to a brand new target when a new target is introduced by crossing your reticle. We understand that this is potentially a wide-reaching change, but have thus far been satisfied with the results in our playtests. Controller players, please let us know if you encounter any issues as a result of this change. Aiming at a target for a short time will prevent another target moving very quickly across your reticle from dragging your aim off of it. Controller only. Okay. I don't use a controller, so I've never had this issue, but maybe some of you have. Hopefully, trying to see if there's any downsides to this. I can't think of any at the moment. Basically, your reticle is going to stay on your target, even if a new one crosses, flies across your reticle. It's not going to pull your aim towards it. That seems like a good fix to me. All right. Weapon archetypes and subfamilies. PvE damage tuning. We've tuned up some low-performing weapon families in PvE to bring the competition a bit closer together when you are selecting weapons to use. These changes should help a number of archetypes that have been in need of some love for a while. Okay. Scout rifles, plus 15% versus minors, plus 30% versus majors. Okay. This is huge for me personally because I hate having to use scout rifles to break the shields on barrier champions. It takes forever. They regen like all their health before you can destroy their shield, and then by then it's like, okay, well, what's the point? I took down their shield, but they're right back to 100% health. So that always felt terrible. But okay, this seems like a really good buff. I like it. Auto rifles 10% versus minors and majors. Honestly, I never felt like auto rifles were lacking in damage, but yeah, give us an extra 10% on top of that. Why not? Make us feel more powerful. SMGs plus 5% versus minors. Okay. Additionally, an 8.1.5.3, we increased base magazine size by 10 to 15% rounds based on their max stat. So basically just a 5% damage buff versus minors. And they had already received this buff to their max size, which is good. Okay. Trace rifles and linear fusion rifles. I don't really enjoy using these too much, but they both got buffed. Trace rifles 20% versus minors. Linear fusion rifles 10% versus all combatants. I guess this means in PvP as well, right? Okay. So they buffed these archetypes through and through. All right, let's talk about glaives. Let me get a drink real quick here. Here we go. Okay. Steel Gramps says, I'm off to work. Keep up the good work, Javi. Have a great rest of your day. Hey, thanks, Gramps. I appreciate you saying that. Thank you for being here. Thank you again, Gramps, for being here. I know you got to head out, but even just a little bit of time you can spend here means a lot to me. I'll talk to you again soon. Enjoy the rest of your day. Okay, so where were we? Glaives. Glaives have historically been a niche weapon type that has found it hard to break into mainstream usage. In this update, we are applying a sweeping buff to many of the Glaives' baseline stats and behaviors to remove some of their unwieldiness to make them a more attractive and easier to use option. Okay? With these changes, the intent is that Glaives become more agile and need to reload less often. Okay. Does that mean more melees? less shooting. Anyways, are effective at longer ranges. Wow. And more forgiving. And are more impactful when completing their full melee combo. I'll be honest, I didn't know they had a I didn't know they had melee combos. I would just use them for like 1 or 2 attacks. I think they're 1, 2, 3 attack combos. Okay. Maybe the third hit is going to do more damage now. Let's see. Significantly increased aim assist, aim magnetism, and damage fall off ranges across the board for all glaives. Okay. This is what they meant by making them easier to use at longer ranges. Improved glaive projectile hit registration. Okay. Another good buff. Increase the baseline effects at all stat values for handling speeds, including shield ready speed and draw and stow speed. Man, you guys gotta learn how to use commas. All these ands and ands. All these ands and ands and ands. Hurting my brain a little bit. Okay. So faster handling speeds, increased magazine size, increased projectile speed, increased reload speed. Wow. They really want us to use glaives. All right. Final hit of the melee combo deals double damage. Damn, that's good. This hit also inflicts much more flinch on PvE combatants. Okay. Well, that's good. I don't know how much we'll notice this little buff, but I mean, but we'll take it. It just applies more flinch on PvE combatants. Okay. I like it. Good changes. I like it. All right, let's talk about, man, so many changes to glaives. They definitely want us to use it at further ranges. Bigger magazine, faster projectile, faster reload. I wish it would have been more specific on the increase to magazine size. And then as far as melees, though, they only doubled. I say only. I mean, as if that's the only melee change. But doubling the damage is strong. Double the damage on the final melee combo. On the final hit of the melee combo. Okay. All right, well, release some more glaives for us to use then, because I'm excited for that. Okay, aggressive frame fusion rifles. Only one aggressive frame fusion rifle exists within the game to date. Coriolis Force, issued back in Beyond Light. We'd like to give the subfamily a bit more love to try to sell its unique charged spread shot gameplay with the complete rework. All right. The original fired its pellets all at once, so its recoil felt shotgun-like. With the rework, we wanted to stay true to the fusion rifle performance of controlling your recoil over the burst. So we converted it to fire multiple bursts of pellets. Multiple bursts of pellets. Okay. What's that going to do to your recoil? Let's see. These shots suffer from damage fall off much less than conventional fusions to compensate for their widespread angle. And let the player fire into packs of PvE enemies and still score multiple kills. All right, let's get to the details. Don't worry, you won't have to get Coriolis Force on Europa if you want to try these changes out. New reworked aggressive frames with new perk pools are coming in this episode. Okay. So expect to see more aggressive frame fusion rifles with new perks too. With new perk pools. Perk pools, there it is. Okay. Aggressive frame fusion rifles now fire 3 bursts of 4 pellets in increasingly wider spreads. Okay, sounds interesting. Increased minimum damage when fully outside of damage fall off range from 45% to 65%. So they deal less damage now the further away they are from your what's it called? Your damage fall off range. Okay. Increased range fall off start by 4 meters relative to normal fusions. Increased range fall off end by 3 meters relative to other fusions. Increased damage versus minors and majors by 15% relative to normal fusions. Okay. So they just really want this subclass of aggressive frame to feel different from all the other fusion rifles out there, which sounds good to me. These are good changes. I'm curious to see what that looks like. 3 bursts of 4 pellets and increasingly wider spreads. That sounds interesting. I want to see what that looks like. Okay, jumping over to support frame auto rifles. We'd like to support. Heh, I guess that's their pun. But we'd like to support more support frame auto rifles in the future. Currently, their range stat is not especially desirable because of their unique projectile properties. So we took the opportunity to make a range directly affect its healing performance by adjusting how far away the weapon can lock on to and heal an ally. Okay. No hesitation remains close to its original behavior with this change with its base stats. This change primarily affects perks and mods applied to no hesitation and opens more space for future support frames to differentiate themselves. Range now increases how far away you can heal another guardian. Okay. I didn't know that was an issue before, but I guess before could you just heal them from any range? And now the range now actually affects how far you can heal them. So that's kind of like a nerf, but maybe I'm not understanding it. Maybe not understanding correctly. Okay. Anyways, either way, they're trying to say they want to add more support frame auto rifles into the game, and they want to differentiate them from other support frames. Okay. Oh, okay. This is a good topic here. Rocket assisted frame sidearms. Rocket assisted frame sidearms shipped particularly potent while also being easy to use. Yeah, they felt great. We reduced the reserves for these in Revenant to bring their uptime a bit closer to other special weapons. And with these changes, we are moving these into a more defined niche, keeping them potent within that niche, but being a bit less universally useful in all situations. It definitely feels that way. I don't really use the rocket assisted frame sidearms anymore, even though Tanash's Mastery just came out a few weeks ago. Is it a month ago now? I can't recall. But even that one, I wasn't really excited for its release. Okay. With these changes, they should remain a viable, ammo efficient option for clearing minor, major, and champion tier targets with direct hits without also being great at killing everything nearby the primary target. I see. They're going to reduce the explosions, huh? Reduced PvE detonation damage by 45%. Oh my god. So the detonation damage is not the impact, it's the AoE it gives off after it explodes on the target. So they basically reduced it by half. Oof, that's a big nerf. Increased PvE impact damage by 100%. Okay, hold on now. So these are definitely now aimed to be single target damage dealers. Increased impact damage by 100%. Oh, they doubled it. Okay. Reduced aim assist fall off and maximum distance by 8 meters. So these are shorter range weapons now, right? Reduced magnetism fall off and maximum distance by 8 meters. Okay, I think this is pretty much in line with this double nerf, I think. Reduced damage by 30% versus bosses, vehicles, and mini boss targets. Why? They weren't doing that much. So is this 100% does not apply to bosses? They're just talking about to minors, majors, and champions, probably. Okay. So less damage to bosses, vehicles, and mini boss targets. Buried Bloodline's body shot damage is unaffected. Critical hit damage is buffed by 8%. So Buried Bloodline got a little bit. It got better, right? It got buffed. It's not affected by this change here. So Buried Bloodline deals more critical hit damage to bosses and it's gonna deal 100% more damage to minors, majors, and champions. Okay, this is still a strong weapon. Okay, it's a lot of information to take in. Okay, the range stat was vestigial. Yeah, was vestigial to the weapon subfamily, so we've removed it. Range masterworks and enhanced intrinsics will be replaced with something more appropriate. Oh, okay. I didn't know the range stat didn't really affect rocket assisted frame sidearms. Okay. Wonder what they're going to change it to. Man. Okay. So definitely this is more for a single target damage dealer now. And basically just to champions and lower. Unless you got a buried bloodline, which is still it's getting a slight buff actually. It's getting a slight buff to critical hit damage, but it's getting 100% damage buff to everything else below it. Alrighty, okay. Now let's jump over to exotic weapons. Actually, give me a second real quick. I'll be right back. I'm back, everyone. Thanks for sitting tight. Let's get back to the article we're reading. Pause the music. We good to go? All right, looks like we're back. Okay, so hopping over to exotic weapons, we got the Lawrence Driver. Lawrence Driver was once a terror in the Crucible and has since caught a number of changes to its efficacy. Since then, it has struggled to compete in most activity types. We've made a few changes that will reward you for playing its bounty game successfully and keep it going into further encounters. Picking up a bounty tag now grants one 1/1 ammo to the mag. Triggering Lagrangian Sight by picking up a bounty tag adds 6/6 ammo to the mag the first time you trigger it. Returns to adding 1 ammo per tag on extensions while the buff remains active. Okay, I don't think I've ever used this weapon because it's hard for me to make heads or tails of what's going on with this, but hopefully these are buffs. Maybe you can tell me down in the in the comments. I have not used this weapon, but these seem like we'll just say interesting changes. Let's go to the next one now. Delicate Tomb. We've made a few adjustments to Delicate Tomb to help get it into its Tempest Cascade loop a bit more predictably and give it significantly more punch while buffed. Okay. Increase the chance to make an ionic trace from minor combatants from 4% to 10%. All right. It's a good buff there. Increase the PvE damage bonus on the Tempest Cascade shot from 30% to 100%. Oh my god. They more than tripled it. Increase PvE damage bonus on Tempest Cascade from 30 to 100. That sounds awesome. Okay. And last but not least, removed the timer from Tempest Cascade. Lasts until fired. Okay. That just seems like a good change. Why was there a timer to begin with? But okay, now it lasts until fire. These sounds like good changes. I like this for the Delicate Tomb. This sounds good. All right, let's jump over to Darcy. Darcy has long struggled to compete with its exotic brethren, so we are taking a stab at building a niche for it in a fire team, though a Gallahorn and Ergosum have found for their respective weapon types. This new catalyst should give you an edge up in encounters where snipers may not previously have been viable. Added a new catalyst perk, Network Targeting. Hits with Personal Assistant active grant you and nearby allies improved overall weapon performance and precision damage with non-exotic sniper rifles. Okay, so when they talk about overall weapon performance, I'm guessing what they mean is improves recoil, flinch, target acquisition, handling, and precision damage. Wow, okay. And that stacks up to ×5. That sounds really good to me. All right. Darcy also gets this buff itself. Wow, okay. Darcy user also gets plus 15% damage after granting 5 stacks to a teammate. Holy crap. Okay. And how do you give a stack to a teammate again? How does this work here? Hits with your personal assistant active grant you and nearby allies improved overall weapon performance. So I'm guessing every time you get a hit with the personal assistant, that gives you 1 stack. And if you get to 5 stacks, obviously it's really good for the whole team. But then on top of that, you get an extra 15% damage. Man, that sounds good. And only 1 person on the team needs this exotic, right? That's how that works. That sounds good. Yeah. Maybe you can dedicate 1 player to just being a long range assassin, basically. Keep them in the back, firing Darcy as much as they can, and then it makes your whole team stronger. Man, I'm starting to see like an archetype develop here for support on the fire team. You can have someone like using Darcy to get these shots to improve your performance on the whole team. And you can also use something like no hesitation at the same time to keep your team alive by healing them. I wonder if this 15% damage buff is only relevant to your Darcy, or if it can apply to your other weapons if you swap out to something else. Because that would be really good if you could keep this damage buff on something else like a rocket launcher or something. That'd be sick. Okay, but I like it. Starting to see a support archetype start to develop here. I like it. Okay. That's kind of exciting. I like those changes. All right. Edge of action, edge of concurrence, edge of intent. The class exotic glaives have felt a bit clunky since their addition to the game. We've made some changes here along with the global changes to glaives that will help smooth over the gameplay loops on each of these, as well as add additional neutral game value outside of the special shots. Okay, all class exotic glaives. Special shot is no longer tied to glaive energy. Okay. Now triggered on 6 weapon hits to allow the special reload. Increments off both shots and melee hits. Okay, so now as long as you get 6 hits total between shots and melees, you can get your special shot. All right. And okay, along with that, edge of concurrence, effects of jolting feedback, trait added to intrinsic perk. Wow, that's good. Edge of action, effects of destabilizing rounds, trait added to intrinsic perk. Awesome. Edge of intent, effects of incandescent trait added to intrinsic perk. Added cure pulse to special shot impact. What the heck? Incandescent and you get a cure pulse. Healing turret no longer targets allies to full health. Yeah, that was up in the turret changes earlier in the TWID. Allies need some damage done to their shields to be eligible targets. Right. Man, Edge of Intent here sounds pretty good though. They added incandescent to its intrinsic perk, and you get a cure pulse on special shot, which special shot is now able to trigger off of just your normal shots and melee hits. Dang, that sounds good. That sounds like a lot of fun. Is this only for warlocks? Sucks. I don't think I've ever had this as a Titan. Okay. Anyways, I like all these glaive changes that they're making. So far, so good. Let's keep going. Okay. Centrifuge. Centrifuge's perk that reloads the magazine while sprinting encourages pivoting and repositioning. But as it stands, the magazine is just a tad restrictive and sometimes feels burdensome in PvE. Okay, yeah. So what are you going to do about it? We've increased the magazine size to increase the potency of this perk and let you keep the weapon's accumulated charge for longer before needing to reload. Okay. Increase mag size to 45. That sounds good. Wonder what it was before. Centrifuge. I don't think I've used this weapon either. Dang, so many exotic weapons in this game. But a lot of them are getting buffs. Okay. Increase max size to 45. I like it. Dead Messenger, Hard Light, and Borealis. We are revisiting the exotic perk, the fundamentals, to modernize it a bit. Elemental keywords such as Restoration and Volatile have become a part of Destiny 2's modern fundamentals. Yes, they have. The stat bonus based on current element has been removed in favor of a damage bonus when you apply or receive an elemental keyword matching the current element. We are also giving a small stat bump to Borealis since some high skill PvP players have taken a liking to its current stat offerings. Okay, does that mean they're going to buff it since people in PvP already enjoy using it? It's an interesting way to word that. The fundamentals, new effect, grants a 30% damage buff, 10% in PvP, to this weapon for 10 seconds when you apply or receive an elemental keyword that matches the current selected damage type of this weapon. All right. Removed effect no longer grants different stats based on current element. Gotcha. All right, that makes sense to me. What else are they doing? Borealis only. Increased stability by 20 and aim assist by 10. to permanently grant it the void element bonus that it will no longer have access to, since Borealis is a sleeper pick in PvP. This bonus was selected over Arc since there are more ways to gain handling. Okay. So basically, oops. So basically, Borealis gained a permanent plus 20 to stability and plus 10 to aim assist. All right. These are good changes. I like what I'm seeing from Bungie so far. All right, how about the more common weapons? Let's see what else we get to. Telesto. Overall, Telesto is a solid weapon, but it lacks a solid high point in its power fantasy and does not interface with build crafting much. This is true. Additionally, this weapon has a unique dual identity as a weapon associated with the Awoken Harbingers in universe and associated with the storied history of Telesto's specific bugs in our community. With that in mind, we gave it a buff that embraces both aspects and ties them together in a single, deeply self-referential package. How do you buff Telesto? Make it more Telesto. All right, let's see what they're going to do. Harbinger's Pulse now only refills Telesto's ammo from reserves instead of Telesto and your kinetic slot weapon. Okay, nerf. That's a slight nerf. Now triggers with any void final blow. Okay, so it doesn't have to be from this weapon specifically. Final blow requirement increased from 2 to 3. However, Telesto final blows count double. In other words, will trigger from 2 Telesto final blows, 1 Telesto final blow plus 1 other void final blow, or 3 other void final blows. Yep, I got it. Multi-kill timer increased from 2 seconds to 4.5. Good. They more than doubled that. That's good. Okay. Okay, for the catalyst, new perk, Harbinger Seath. After 3 activations of Harbinger's Pulse, special reload the weapon to cause a rain of Telesto projectiles on your next direct hit. That sounds pretty badass. I like that. Special reload the weapon to cause a rain of Telesto projectiles. All right. I want to try that out. I like those Telesto changes. Okay. Excalibur. Oh, I hope they buff this weapon because I already like it the way it is, but let's make it even better, huh? Vexcalibur. With the buffs last season to void Overshield's effectiveness, it seemed like the weapon could use a few tweaks to take maximum advantage and emphasize the Paladin Protector fantasy with its area Overshield. My favorite part about the weapon. We've made it easier to generate guard energy in PvE when wading through enemies and quicker to apply Overshield to your allies. As weapon made to hunt and kill the Vex, we figured this was also a good opportunity to reinforce this theme as well. All right, what you got? Triggering Perpetual Loophole by scoring a melee kill while your Overshield is active now also grants your glaive energy to full. Oh, shoot. So as long as you get 1 melee kill while your Overshield is active, you fill up your glaive energy completely. Okay. Slightly increased void Overshield trickle. Overshield trickle on rate to nearby allies and yourself when guarding. Oh, okay. So the void Overshield now builds up faster when you're guarding for yourself or when it applies to allies. Okay. They increase that speed of the trickle on rate. I get what they're saying. Okay. Increase the potency of Excalibur's secret innate advantages against the Vex. Excalibur's secret damage bonus when striking with its projectiles against a certain enemy faction has been increased from 10% to 25% to match Wish Ender and Malfeasance. Nice. Okay. That makes it really good against Vex. Excalibur now briefly disorients non-boss Vex with its melee attack. That's pretty good too. It's more of a quality of life change than a buff, but man, I like this. This sounds good. These two have been my favorite changes so far to weapons, to Telesto and Vexcalibur. I like what I'm seeing here. Okay, next, Wardcliff Coil. Wardcliff Coil is a classic weapon that is easy to use but lacks a niche in a lot of content. We want to double down on the thematic chaos with a tie-in with the new arc keyword Bolt Charge, which Wardcliff Coil will grant stacks of it to all nearby allies when fired. This change should appeal to players who want to bring more firepower to their team without needing a game plan more complex than stand near allies, look at enemies, pull trigger. Okay, fair enough. New intrinsic effect grants 1 stack of bolt charge to all nearby allies for every 2 rockets fired. 4 stacks per trigger pool. Grants 1 stack of bolt charge to all nearby allies for every 2 rockets fired. 4 stacks per trigger pool. Okay. What's the max stacks that we can get? I didn't see. Okay. All right. Well, I like that so far. Kind of a small change. They made it seem like it was going to be more thematic and powerful from this paragraph here, but okay. We'll take buffs when we can get them. I'll say that. Give me 1 second here. Make sure everything's still good. Yeah, okay. All right. The Queen Breaker. One of the most requested features for this weapon was to able. That sounds weird. One of the most requested features for this weapon was to be able to special reload to swap between the scopes while in game. We've added that functionality along with some other changes to make each scope's firing mode feel unique. Players can special reload at any time to swap between scopes. All right. Marksman's sights retains the previous behavior of firing a single shot that changed to nearby targets and blinds them. The range of the chain has increased from 8 meters to 10 meters to make chaining easier. Okay, good. Combat sights now alters the weapon to fire a 3-round burst at a charge time of 533. I don't know if that's a big number or a low number for this case. Sustained damage on a target decreases charge time of the weapon down to 300 charge time with no loss to damage. Okay. Useful for quickly dealing damage to bosses or other high health targets. Gotcha. Okay. The scope that you select in the inspection screen will determine which scope is active by default when spawning into an activity. Got it. Okay. I like it. They're giving the Queen Breaker more usage, more utility. Can't fault it for that. That sounds good. All right. What else we got? We got the Colony. The previous changes to the Colony did some interesting things, but it still ends up losing out to other grenade launchers due to its base gameplay and proximity detonation behavior. We've made a change to push this closer to other GLs and damage. All right, what have you done? Increased detonation damage by 40%. Damn, that sounds good. This puts its damage per shot a little above legendary drum grenade launchers. Legendary drum grenade launchers. That means like Edge Transit, right? A little bit above that in terms of damage. Okay. Increased number of bots spawned by 1-1. By 1-1 for all enemy tiers except players. Okay, so now when you shoot a miner, you get 2 bots. Elite or major, 3 bots. Champion, mini boss or boss, you get 6 bots. Okay. I like that. I want to try that out. All right, Colony, I see you. All right, I'm interested. All right, I'm sold. Next, Quicksilver Storm. The previous changes to this weapon were a little too much, so we have rolled those back some. Reduced shots required to trigger a rocket by 17%. Okay. Fair enough. Not a big change, but all right. The Legend of Acrius. Acrius has long. Give me a second. Acrius has long been a viable but particularly niche pick. With the shotgun changes doing well in the last release, we wanted to give this a bit of love in that same theme. Reduced spread angle by 33%. Okay. Increased maximum projectile range from 12 to 18 meters. Okay. So it's just a better overall shotgun. Better range, less spread. So the pellets more narrow, easier to hit all of them. Okay. Okay, good buff, good buff. Cool, 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 cool. The Fourth Horseman. Fourth Horseman has also been a particularly niche weapon. We've made some changes to help it excel at its mag dump weapon fantasy. Reduce the rate of fire slightly to give more control over wasting shots. Reduce the rate of fire. Okay. Loads ammo from reserves to the magazine per kill. This is good. trying to think, is this a nerf? Reduce the rate of fire slightly to give more control over wasting shots. You have to see this in action. That sounds like a nerf, but they made it sound like it's a buff to give you more control. Okay. And then this loads ammo from reserves to the magazine per kill. This is a buff. All right, Fourth Horseman. Not too bad. Okay, next, Lord of Wolves. Lord of Wolves has had a storied history of terrorizing multiple parts of the game and has caught a number of nerfs because of it over the years. With the release and success of Choir of One, we have taken a similar approach to redesigning this iconic weapon. Increased range, reduced base damage. Oh no. So they wanted to shoot further away but deal less damage. Okay. Removed accuracy penalties from standard fire mode. Okay. Release the wolves now triggers on hit fire instead of special reload. Okay. Fires full auto, greatly increased damage and rate of fire, reduced accuracy and range. So they just want you to hit fire this bad boy, huh? They don't want you to aim down sights on this one. Reduced accuracy and range. Okay. The catalyst reload speed and stability boosts are now built in. Okay. When Release the Wolves is active, dealing damage to targets scorches them. Nice. It's good for solar builds. When aiming down sights, defeating targets spreads scorch to nearby combatants. Oh, okay. So you do want to aim down sights when you're not in Release of the... Okay, so you're either hip firing when you're in Release the Wolves, or you're aiming down sights when you're not in Release the Wolves, so that you can scorch nearby elements. Gotcha. Okay. Very clearly differentiated, delineated types of gameplay. I like it. Okay, Cloud Strike. Oh, I think I actually just got this weapon yesterday from the bento event going on. With what's the name? The Stranger, right? Stranger? I forget. The guy that runs Gambit. But anyways, Cloud Strike. Since Bolt Charge is about creating a devastating lightning bolt, it seemed appropriate to interweave that with Cloud Strike's gameplay loop. Agreed. For Bolt Charge, abilities are the only way to discharge max stacks, unless you're behind a Striker Storm's Keep barricade. These changes allow Cloud Strike to quickly build stacks, which can help bring your melee abilities faster thanks to Bolt Charge. Excuse me. Or cash in quickly with an extra Bolt Charge lightning attack when paired with Storm's Keep. All right. Okay, let's get into specifics. Added behavior to Stormbringer perk. Rapid precision hits create a lightning storm at the point of impact and grants a stack of Bolt Charge. This is the new part right here. Now grants a stack of Bolt Charge. Okay. Added behavior to Mortal Polarity perk. Precision final blows generate a lightning bolt at the target's location and grants a moderate amount of Bolt Charge. Okay. I like it. Does it say here what Bolt Charge does? I'm having trouble remembering. Let me check real quick. Bolt Charge. I guess we're going with .esports. Okay. Springs. Charge. Okay. You gradually build up stacks of this buff by playing using your ability when your gauge is fully charged, unleashes a powerful lightning strike. Gaining a stack grants you some melee energy, and you can build up to 10 charges at maximum. Okay, so basically each stack gives you a little bit of melee energy. And you can build up to 10 charges at maximum. And once you do, you unleash a powerful lightning strike. Got it. Got it. Got it. Okay. Well, I love these changes then for Cloud Strike. And like I said, I just got this weapon recently, so I'm actually excited to try these new buffs they just added to it. So win-win for me. All right, Thunder Lord. Since Cloud Strike was updated with Bolt Charge, it was only natural to turn our sights on the original Lightning Creation Menace. For Thunderlord, our goal was to tie into what Thunderlord is already doing and reinforce its gameplay mechanic, which is generating lightning through sustained fire. Similar to Cloud Strike, this means Thunderlord will be great at building stacks and melee ability energy, but will also get an extra kick with a Bolt Charge lightning attack when paired with Storm's Keep. Ooh, that sounds fun. Okay, added behavior Terrain Havoc perk. Final blows with this weapon generate lightning strikes from above. Lightning strikes grant a stack of Bolt Charge, strong against overload champions. Okay. So they're just trying to give Bolt Charge to everything. I like it. They want us to have that power fantasy of calling down bolts of thunder like Zeus. I love it. Okay, so that was it for weapon changes. Let's go to weapon perks now. Okay. Stabilizing rounds. Destabilizing rounds has been a bit behind its elemental brethren since its initial release. We've given it a bit of love to narrow that gap and add some more value to each trigger. All right, what you got? Now grants volatile rounds for 2 seconds if any targets are hit by the volatile burst from the initial final blow. Okay. Reduced internal cooldown from 4 seconds to 1.5 seconds. Damn. That's really short cooldown. So you can keep destabilizing rounds up for a while now. 2 seconds for any targets that are hit by the burst and reduce the cooldown from 4 seconds to 1.5. That sounds really good. Okay. Full court. With the release and popularity of aerial denial grenade launchers. I love these actually. Lost Signal, one of my favorite weapons at the moment. We've gone back and added support for them on this perk. Now scales the detonation and burn damage of area denial grenade launchers. Okay. I can't tell if this is a nerf or a buff. Now scales the detonation. Maybe it wasn't scaling before. All right. Well, I'll have to look into that a little bit more. Okay, next one. Ambitious Assassin. Removed time requirements on the perk to make it more comparable to Envious Assassin, as this perk requires you to use ammo for the weapon this perk is on. Removed both multi-kill and reload timers. Wow. Those are just straight up buffs then, right? No, it is more like Envious Assassin, yeah. Remove the multi-kill and reload timers. Okay, good. Should have been like that from the beginning. Flash counter. Man, almost nobody uses this on swords, right? It's just so it's overpowered by other perks. So what did they change? Let's see. Flash counter had both a restrictive input timing and narrow activation condition that made it very difficult to consistently benefit from. Additionally, flash counter muddied our elemental rules by applying a weaken and slow off of the void element and stasis element. And stasis. We've opened the activation condition to trigger a blast in front of you while guarding against any damage, increased the damage of the blast, and made it disorient combatants. Ooh, sounds good. Okay. Rework to read. Taking damage after guarding emits a disorienting blast. No longer requires a timed input or melee to trigger. Okay, so it's a lot easier to activate now. Deals moderate damage in a large cone in front of you, disorienting combatants. Deals a moderate damage. Is there I don't see a cooldown. So like whenever you're blocking damage, do you just you're just emitting a bunch of disorienting blasts? That'd be pretty cool. Kind of want to test that out actually. All right. I don't think this is gonna make it one of the OP perks for swords, but it'll be interesting to see how it plays out. I'm kind of curious to try that. Okay. All right. So that might have been all the changes to PvE because it looks like we're jumping over to PvP focus now. We'll see. But anyways, okay. Draw, O coward. Our PvP focused article sheds some light on the trials, competitive, and Iron Banner rewards you will be getting with Heresy. So how about we tell you about the weapons coming to our ritual activities? Oh, okay. Yeah, let me know. We have a legend with a renewed spark, the remaining element for legendary rocket sidearms, and also a sword that's neither a blade nor from Redrix's arsenal. And let me think. Rocket sidearms, which element do we not have yet? We just got stasis. We've had strand and solar and arc and void, right? The devourer's void. What are we or is that not a rocket sidearm? What am I missing here? Chat, am I missing an element for rocket sidearms? Let me just go through all the elements. Arc, solar, void. We got all those rocket sidearms. Strand. Stasis. Am I missing something? I feel like we already got all the elements. Okay. Anyways, let's talk about this. Nightfall. Lotus Eater. Void rocket assisted sidearm. Was Devourer not a rocket assisted sidearm? Maybe it was just a sidearm. It wasn't rocket assisted. Okay, well, I take that back. Lotus Eater. Third column, strategist, feeding frenzy, well-rounded, shoot to loot, beacon rounds, reconstruction. Fourth column, one for all, redacted, which means a new perk. High ground, reverberation, frenzy, adrenaline junkie. It's got some pretty good perks. Oh, sorry. I thought I saw chat, but I think I was mistaken. Okay. Excuse me. Trying to think what would be the best perks for this rocket assisted sidearm. Beacon rounds is always good. I guess adrenaline junkie. I wonder what this redacted one's going to be. It's probably going to be void themed, huh? Watch it be like the stabilizing rounds or something. All right. Then we got the palindrome. Arc adaptive hand cannon. Interesting. It comes with closing time, elemental capacitor, explosive payload, outlaw to the pain, magnificent howl, snapshot sights, master of arms. Oh, I haven't actually seen this one for a while now. But it did get buff. I think it gets like a flat 15% damage buff now or something. Opening shot, desperate measures. Okay. I'm not much of a hand cannon user, but all right. It's always nice to have more options. Oh, Sling. Sorry, you were saying either void or strand rocket sidearm. Well, you were right. It was void. I was thinking Devour was void rocket, but it's not. It's just a void sidearm. And it's exotic, right? It's not legendary. What'd you say? Sorry, I fell behind about 15 minutes, but I'm back up to speed. Oh no, it's all good. It's all good. I'm just reading through this. This is a massive TWID. I think it's huge. There's so much to get through. But yeah, you called it. It was a void rocket sidearm. You were definitely right. Okay, so that was Nightfall. So these are new weapons to Nightfall. Okay, Vanguard Ops. Cynosure. Strand aggressive rocket launcher. Interesting. Whoa, look at all these perks. Okay, I'm not even going to read all these perks that it can roll. Jesus, that's so many. But okay, so we got a new Strand aggressive rocket launcher. I'm doing Vanguard Ops. From Gambit, we get Backfang, which is an arc rapid fire glaive. Okay, I'm actually curious about what this comes with, so let me read these off. Impulse amplifier, beacon rounds, redacted. Grave robber, immovable object, tilting at windmills. Shot swap, steady hands, replenishing ages, field prep, lead from gold, mulligan. Fourth column, redacted. Volt shot, swashbuckler, surrounded, unrelenting, wellspring, vorpal weapon, unstoppable force, close to melee, desperate measure, adagio, adrenaline junkie. Oh man. I mean, there's good rolls in here, but they're not making it easy. There's so many options. Like, what are the chances you can actually get the one you want in a timely manner? Especially with if they're not doing any more red border weapon crafting, right? And it's in Gambit too. I mean, I like Gambit, but I know most people don't. But I'll do my best to farm this, especially if it comes with adept perks where you can get, multiple third column and fourth column perks. That would help make this easier to farm. But okay, Back Fang sounds good. I like it. Crucible, I'm not much of a PvP player, but let's see what they have. Joxers, almost said Jokers. Joxer's Longsword. Void Heavy Burst Pulse Rifle. I was thinking it was going to be a sword. Okay, but anyways. Void Heavy Burst Pulse Rifle. A lot of options. Closing Time, Demolitionist, Dragonfly, Killing Wind, Gut Shot Straight, Lone Wolf, Pugilist, Enlighten Action, Rewind Rounds, Repulsor Brace, Strategist, Shoot to Loot, Adrenaline Junkie, Desperado, Desperate Measures, Destabilizing Rounds, Withering Gaze, Headseeker, High Impact Reserves, Under Pressure, One for All, Swashbuckler, Redacted, Zen Moment. Well, if this is a PvP weapon, you're probably going to want Zen Moment, right? Zen Moment and Enlightened Action, I would guess. I'm not a big PvP player, but that would be my guess of what perks you would want to get on this weapon here. But okay, at least they're adding 2 to Nightfall, because that's what I play the most of. Okay, some new weapons here. Hopefully they add more before the full release. This hopefully just like a sneak peek. But okay, good weapons. More weapons leaving soon. Oh. Just say my mic stand. To make room for some of these new weapons, others have to leave the pool. Yep. We have already told you about some of them, so here are the remaining ones. Excuse me. While you can still focus them on their respective vendors, their adept versions won't be available, and you won't get them to drop from the activity, so don't miss the opportunity of getting them now. Okay, so the soonest ones that are leaving are actually these 2 right here, and they're leaving today. Today is your last. This is last week. Okay, so this is the last week, I guess, until the next rotation. So Reese Walker, this is a shotgun, right? Lethal Abundance is an auto rifle, I want to say. So this is your last week to get these 2 weapons. If you want the adept versions of them, you can still get them from Saladin, from Iron Banner later on, but it looks like you won't be able to get the adept versions. So here's your last chance for those. And then Undercurrent. Oh man, Undercurrent. Is that a grenade launcher? I think it is. And last week is going to be next week to get that one. Trials of Osiris, we got the Prophet. That's a shotgun. And next week is going to be the last chance to get that as well. Okay. So these are the weapons that are leaving, or some of them. They already gave us weapons previously on the last TWID, I believe, or maybe on yesterday's update about PvP. But you want to get these now before they leave rotation. Okay. That might have been it for gameplay, because it looks like they're going to go into game to give right now. But let's keep going. Let's see what else they have to say. Game to Give 2025 has officially kicked off. The moment we've all been waiting for is here. Game to Give 2025 is live, and the Bungie Foundation community is rallying together to shine a light on those in need. 200 of our top creators are teaming up with you, the ever-amazing Lightkeepers, to make life-changing impact. Head to Tiltify now to donate or start your fundraiser. I haven't actually read anything about this event, so I didn't know this was going on. It seems pretty good, though. Anything that has to do with fundraisers for a good cause is always awesome, especially when you can get gamers to get involved, which is not always easy to do. Why are we Game to Give? Game to Give showcases the true power of community and the impact of gaming for good. Every dollar raised supports the Bungie Foundation and our mission to improve the well-being of children, Uplift underrepresented communities. Sorry about that. Phone was ringing. And provide aid to global communities in times of need. New donation incentives to earn. This year, we're introducing some sweet new rewards that you won't want to miss. The Dark Hero emblem. Looks all right. I wouldn't use this one personally, but I could see people that would like this taste of artwork. So they got the new Dark Hero emblem. There's a maximum heart emote. All right, let's take a look to see what this looks like here. Restart this. Uh-huh. Okay. All right. Pretty simple and straightforward. Not bad. So that's the maximum heart emote. And then we got the Caped Cruiser Sparrow. All right, I kind of want to see what this looks like here. It's kind of a cool comic art style they got there. Oh, that was it. All right. That was kind of cool. I like that one. I would rather take the sparrow over the emote or the emblem, to be honest. And then, but that's not all. The emblem vault is back, giving you the chance to snag some returning fan favorites from past campaigns. There's something for everyone, whether you're a collector or a guardian looking to give back. Okay. Are these all the different emblems they've had in the past? I don't think I have any of these, to be honest. That one's pretty cool. Okay, I like this one right here. This comic book. Pow, boom, crash, swish. We also have a brand new emblem for anyone who raises $500 as a fundraiser during the campaign. And for those guardians who have been with us from the beginning, the time has finally come to reap the rewards of your generosity. Lifetime donation rewards are here. Wow. $250, you get this type of emblem. For $777, you get the Vanderwall's Force. This one's actually pretty badass. I like how that one looks. $1,500 above and beyond. Whoa, that's kind of trippy. Some like tie-dye painting is like morphing into something. It's kind of crazy looking. Okay, and if you want to get involved in donating, this is how you do it right here. Supporting Game to Give is easy and impactful. These are the different links that you can head to if you wanted to get involved. Okay, Los Angeles wildfires. Our hearts are broken as we continue to watch the wildfire devastation inflicted upon Los Angeles. We all know someone who has been impacted, whether it be a colleague, a friend, or a fellow Destiny player. We invite you all to support two incredible nonprofits who are dedicating themselves to meeting both the acute and long-term needs of the LA community: California Fire Foundation and Direct Relief. In collaboration with Bungie's Eric Littlejohn, Marketing Associate Creative Director, and the Destiny 2 Icons team, we are launching an exclusive shirt and emblem bundle on Game to Give's campaign page, available for pre-order today. So if you wanted to support relief for the Los Angeles wildfires, this would be one way to do it. It actually look really nice too. It's kind of sad that this is how it used to look, a beautiful beach area right off the coast, and now it's all up in flames. It's terrible what's happened. Okay, because it is a pre-order, we do not yet know the exact profit per order due to variable manufacturing costs. However, we are committing to making a minimum donation of $15 per order, split equally between the two organizations. The bundle will be available for $50, including shirt, emblem, and flat rate shipping worldwide. This bundle will be available for pre-order through Sunday, February 9th. Shipping details will be shared with all customers once they are available. Okay. Strength in numbers. Every donation, every stream watch, and every moment makes a difference. So, what are you waiting for, Guardians? Let's light up the darkness and show the world what it means to be a light keeper. Okay, our latest Bungie rewards is here. Barons have been slayed. The Guardians have risen victorious. So, how about we commemorate our dominion over Fikrul and his scorn with something extremely cool you can hang on your wall? All right. Introducing our latest Bungie rewards display, now available in the Bungie store. To unlock this offer, you need to claim the Risen and Fallen Triumph by completing the quest for all acts of episode Revenant. Yeesh. I've barely played Revenant. I think that would be hard for me to accomplish at this point. Completing, oh, just the quest. Okay, I was thinking like all the challenges for the season. Okay, that's not too hard. It's a pretty cool looking display. Actually, it would look pretty nice in this room, I might say. One might say. Okay. More Scorgan tunes. We are really enjoying the music you Scorganists are putting together with the awesome instrument at the start of Kel's Fall Exotic Mission. Keep up the good work. You have one more week to submit your destiny to Scorgan Creations and earn both the is it movie of the week? I forget. And the music of Mercury Emblems. First time we are giving the latter. So we are trying first time we are giving the latter. So we are trying to choose a ton of winners every time. Don't miss your chance. All right, I actually want to check some of these out, but not right now. Scorganus. Got some pretty creative people out there. Okay. New emblems for your creations. After a long run with Bell Epic and 24 FPS as our Artist of the Week and Movie of the Week emblems, respectively, it's time for something new. When Heresy launches, we will have new emblems for our weekly AOTW and MOTW winners. Check them below. Artist of the Week, Prismatic Vaporwave. Ooh. This is a really nice emblem. I like this a lot. I like me some Vaporwave. Movie of the Week, Artifacting Signal. Oh, this looks like a computer glitch. This one's a little too crazy for my personal preferences. Oh, let me check something here. Got to open up my chat. There we go. Sorry, chat. Do these rewards pertain to the Bungie Twitch streams, or how do we get these rewards? I'm a little behind on chat. Are you talking about these rewards right now? These will be released when Heresy launches. And I think you can only get these if you are one of the winners of the Movie of the Week or Artist of the Week. I think you just have to create something and tag Bungie in it. I think I went too far. So, for example, these people are making songs from the Scorgan, from like that organ thing you can play at the beginning of the exotic mission, and they're putting hashtag Destiny 2 Scorgan, and you're able to win either Movie of the Week and the music of Mercury emblems. So these are given to people that are very creative and make things and tag Bungie in it, and they reward the community in that way. That's my understanding of it. This one's really badass though. I like that one a lot. Yeah, I like the comic book shader vehicle. Yeah. Oh, those. That one was. Okay, yeah, that was from Game to Give. Yeah, so that was for donating. New donation incentives to earn. This year we're introducing some sweet new rewards that you won't want to miss. So I think these are if the community together donates a certain amount. I didn't see what the exact dollar amounts were. The Sparrow one was here, right? We've also have a brand new emblem for anyone who raises over $500. So these are ways you can donate. But yeah, that's actually a good question now that you ask it. I'm not sure what the dollar amount to donate is to unlock some of these emblems or the Sparrow or the heart emote like you were asking. I don't know. Maybe that's just any dollar amount and you get these unlocked. I'm not sure. It's actually a pretty good question. I'll look into that. I'm sorry I don't have the answer for you offhand. Let's keep going. We're almost. I think we're right here. So we're looking at the artifact. I mean the artifacting signal. We hope these new exclusive rewards inspire your creations and we can keep enjoying them for the time to come. If you are looking to win the current emblems before they go, you have 1 week to give it all. We'll pick more winners than usual just to help everyone a little bit too. Player support report. So these are issues that they've been working on. With the release of update 8.1.5.4, we have fixed 3 separate issues affecting some triumphs and challenges required to unlock some of the Revenant rewards. Please check the patch notes below. Reduced the required number of Revenant Barons and defenses required for the Baron Ground and Defender of Innocent Triumphs, respectively. Fixed an issue where the Skorgan melodies triumph sometimes didn't track the played melodies. Fixed an issue where the number of seasonal challenges required for the Reborn Triumph was higher than intended. Okay. I don't think I had any of these issues. But then again, I'm not really trying to get all the triumphs and all the challenges done. So I could see why this would bother people and why they would need to update us on this. Known issues list. Slayer's Fang returns. Oops. Slayer's Fang stuns overload champions as intended, but does not prevent them from healing. Ooh, that sucks. Which is unintended. Some major fieldwork dialogues are incorrectly being used at the end of some of the missions. Okay. Vesper's host. Sometimes the final boss doesn't spawn, and players are forced to wipe for the encounter to start. Oh man, that'd be a terrible bug to encounter. Vesper's host. Some players cannot complete step 7 of the Rogue Network quest, as they cannot interact with or open the second secret chest. Oof. That's a bummer. Hold on. Let me fix something down here. Okay. Vesper's host. Players cannot dunk the nuclear core in the bunker if the corrupted puppeteer's wipe mechanic starts when the core drops. Sheesh. They got a lot of bugs with Vesper's host, huh? Man. Okay. And it's not even the complete list. All right. Our floaty friends, artists of the week. Don't you love your ghosts? We all do. They are just a little light. We'd love to know what names you have given them. Honestly, mine. Hi, this is BR1. It's called Agrippa, which is a bit ironic given he has never personally dueled with anyone, but insists he is nonetheless a fencing genius. Anyway, please never stop showing how much you love and care for your one-eyed buddies. Cosmic Star. Whoa. Somebody made this? Like 3D printing or something? This is crazy. Cosmic Star. That's pretty awesome. Skolas unlocks a new fear. So this is the movie of the week. Yeah, taking down Skolas with 3 galleys is great, a fantastic homage to Destiny and proof you are a veteran. But how about putting a Ward of Dawn, a bubble, yes, around him and using 3 Legends of Acreus to one-phase it in less than 6 shots? Without caring about the orbs that restore his health, I wouldn't come back for more if I were him. Your ingenuity never ceases to amaze me. I kind of want to see this. Hopefully it's not too long. Oh, okay, never mind. I don't want to go through a Twitter video. And we are done for today. That was a lot. And we have a bit more for next week. So let's not make this chunk of a TWID bigger than needed. Just be ready. Only 12 more days until Heresy. From the Destiny 2 community. Wow, that was a lot to get through. I'm really excited by some of the weapon changes that they were telling us about. All the glaive buffs that they were putting out. It's gonna take a minute to get back up there. Yeah, they're releasing more new weapons. Some of them seem pretty cool, but nothing is like really exciting and gonna call a lot of players back to Destiny because so many left already. Cloud Strike, I like the changes they made to that. Where are the other ones? Colony seems like a lot of fun. You get more of the little bots that spawn. Excalibur, I love this because this is actually my favorite glaive to use at the moment. So I'm definitely going to be trying that out. Telesto as well. I love that weapon. So I'm seeing a lot of buffs and a lot of quality of life improvements that they're making. But they haven't told us enough about Heresy yet to make us excited for its release. We don't know pretty much anything about the narrative or who like the main characters are going to be. I guess we're gonna have to tune in on Tuesday to find out. But I just wish they had told us more about what's coming, because these changes are good, but in and of themselves, they're not enough to bring the community back or restore the goodwill that they've kind of lost because of all the bugs and just bad decisions they've been making recently. But that was a big TWID. Appreciate you guys sticking around for the whole thing. There's a lot that we covered. You actually had some good questions. I'm gonna try to figure out how we get some of these emblems from donations and how all that works. But I think for now, that's probably gonna do it. My voice is starting to get a little bit hoarse, actually. Oh my God. I think I ever read so much during the stream. But all right, that's gonna do it for now. Thank you all again for being here with me. I'll catch you all soon. I didn't realize Destiny was still open in the back. Yeah. So yeah, I'll catch you all again real soon. Keep an eye out for more Destiny content. I'm also making more content for the First Descendant, so keep an eye out for that as well. But until then, have a great rest of your day. I'll talk to you again soon, and take care.